day it's been, dear diary. It's been just like a dream. Woke up too late, wasn't where I should have been. For goodness sake, what's happening to me?
Hello, hi, how you doing? It's Jim. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. My name's Jim. We listen to music. Today, we are listening to the Moody Blues, their third album in the run of the Magnificent Seven. Not technically their third album, but the third album in this run. And this is called On the Threshold of a Dream. And it's actually quite a disturbing album cover in many ways. I don't know if we can get that all in there. It's some sort of crazy cyborg weird thing grabbing at a rose in one hand and a tree stump in the other hand, and I don't know what's going on there. It's something very sci-fi, very dark. It's almost too dark to actually see what's going on the picture. And there's some ships sailing in the background. Looks like a castle coming out of the mist on one side. A phoenix flapping in, or a big eagle. Who knows? And then, as I say, this weird sort of alien android thing with claws and a giant eye. Oh, and some weird old man's face popping out of it. Oh my goodness, there is so much just stuff happening on there. This dates from 1969. It is in stereo. This album, therefore, is 54 years old. I think this record itself is 54 years old. It is an old one. It is... I'm going to show you this. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've seen this already, but look at these gentlemen. Dapper gents about town, aren't they? In their brown corduroy and geography teacher outfits. Oh, you've got to love the 60s and the early 70s. The fashion, hey? The fashion. So, the Moody Blues, On the Threshold of a Dream. This follows on from The Lost Chord, which followed on from Days of Future Past. We have two sides of music. Side one is In the Beginning, Lovely to See You, Dear Diary, Send Me No Wine, To Share Our Love, and So Deep Within You. We have, as I thought, was 6 tracks. We may have to split this into 2 videos for each side because there's more than enough tracks on there that may become a bit of a problem. Side 2, we have Never Comes the Day, Lazy Day, Are You Sitting Comfortably? Are you? Are you? The Dream, Have You Heard? Part 1. The Voyage, Have You Heard? Part 2. All instruments played by the Moody Blues. Our special thanks go to Pete Jackson, who played the triangle. Awesome. Produced by Tony Clark, and he is, God bless him, down here, this chap here, Tony Clark. He does look like a physicist or a chemistry teacher. In fact, they all look like chemistry teachers and geography teachers, don't they, from the 1970s? Well, certainly in the UK. I don't know if they were in the States, but that's what they all look like here. This has been requested by Will M. Not specifically this record, but he sloped by the old Buy Me a Coffee page and just said, fancy doing some more Moody Blues? I said, yes, I do. It's been a while. It was February the last time we listened to some, and high time we did some more. Now, I hope you agree I am wearing an appropriate shirt for the occasion. Not. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. That's a cool sound. That doesn't sound like a 1969 sound. Do they predate drone ambient music? This is cool. Oh, that's lush.
I think I am. Therefore, I am. I think.
Of course you are, my bright little star. I've miles and miles of files, pretty files of your forefathers' fruit. And now, to suit our great computer, your magnetic ink.
I'm more than that. I know I am. At least, I think I must be.
There you go, man. Keep as cool as you can. Face piles of trials with smiles. It riles them to believe that you perceive the web they weave.
That's wicked bit of rhyme there. And we're transported back to the 1960s immediately. This seems to have something to it. It's quite an upbeat little number. I didn't look at this as we were starting off as the lyric book, basically. It's just printed inside on many, many pages. But, nice. That first bit in the beginning. First man, establishment. First man, an inner man. It's the third track now, Dear Diary.
Woke up too late, wasn't where I should have been. For goodness sake, what's happening to me? Write lightly, yours truly, dear diary. It was cold outside my door, so many people by the score, rushing around so senselessly. politely, yours truly, dear diary.
Definitely, to my ears, it feels like the composition and the writing has moved on quite a long way from where we were on the last records.
Now they've no way of knowing what the game is. Still they carry on, doing what they can. Outside me and politely, dear diary. It's over, but tomorrow be the same. I know that they're really not to blame. If they weren't so blind, then surely they'd see there's a much better way for them to be. Inside me, yours truly, dear diary. Dear diary, it was cold today, but the sun came out later, so I went out and strolled about looking at the shops. Didn't really see anything I liked, so I didn't buy anything. On the way home, I posted a letter. Been quite a nice day. Somebody exploded an H-bomb today,
Awesome.
but it wasn't anybody I knew.
Send me no wine. I'm sure you know this already. But, I need to keep up with this.
Send me no wine to send my love away. Send me no wine to send my love away.
God, there's almost a country vibe to it, this, isn't it?
No conversation, all of my time spent in fascination. Give me my love, you in my life. If only everybody found the answer in love. Send me no wine
This is Share Our Love. We're whipping through this, aren't we? They're very short little songs.
Now that I know, never thought I found the end before myself. What a day it would be for me to share my love, your love, share my I can't think why I never thought of this before. Now I know what it means to me to share my love, share my love. Now that I know, never thought I found the end before myself. What a day it would be for me.
It's really interesting hearing this. I know it's obviously of its time. It does sound very 1960s, but it's fundamentally important, foundational sort of building block for sort of modern progressive and experimental rock, isn't it? Along with a number of other bands. You've had obviously Beatles and King Crimson, I guess, and Floyd doing the psychedelic thing. But he had to have all these bands doing slightly different things to sort of feed into the collective sort of inspiration pool, if there's such a thing, that then future bands will then draw from. It's also got a little Hawkwindy sort of sound to this as well. I'm digging this.
Talk to me, baby. I want to sleep at night. My heart is heavy. It's way down by the night. And now I'm lonely. I want to see the light. So deep within you.
It's the last song on this side.
Crazy hair, warm colors flowing, this feeling we have shared. And now I'm lonely, I want to feel the love so deep within you. Your love's a never-ending dream, a castle by a stream of sweet understanding. I know you're thinking of me too. The messages from you are my inspiration. Love sings and lingers, it never fades away. Like you, I'm waiting for a special day. And now I'm lonely, I want to feel the love so deep within you. My love is burning like a forest fire. My heart is yearning, I feel a warm desire. And now I'm lonely, I want to touch the fire so deep within you.
I'll probably say the same thing on the end of side 2 as I'm going to say now, but it sounds very polite. And I think I've noticed this before when I've been listening to these. It's a band who's, I mean, it is obviously there's a lot of talent and thought and personality gone into it, but it's being absolutely sort of keeping it on the right side of respectable all the time. And I think that's also partly sort of a sign of the times as well, that not a lot of bands had done that sort of just letting rip and being wild and stuff in the studio. And at that time, I'm guessing it was a tipping point between the sort of like the earlier sort of pop music and mood music, even earlier than that, of sort of the 50s and 60s, into sort of just on the cusp of sort of rock becoming a thing in its own right. And I can feel moments in here where, had there been a different producer involved, or it had been a year or two later, it might have got bigger and actually a bit more sort of let's build on this and keep going and sort of introduce a sort of a different sort of sound here. And I'm not trying to detract. I can't even say that. Get my teeth in. I'm not trying to detract from this at all, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm listening to this and enjoying it, but I'm making an observation as someone listening to this 54 years in the future. Has it stood the test of time? Well, yes, it has, and it is actually a document of 1969 musical landscape in Britain, of a certain sort of genre of music, and absolutely it does that. If this was a modern piece of music, would it stand up? It might do. I mean, there are bands who kind of sort of reflect back to a period. There's a band called The Coral in the UK, who very much sort of played on the sort of the 1960s, early 70s sort of psychedelic sort of sound, and used that as part of their thing, and recorded and made it in a way that sounded like that, and it sounded awesome. Now, this also, and I said this as well while we were listening to it as we were going through, is a foundational band, a foundational sound of what was to become progressive music going forward. And you can hear that. I don't know how many pillars there were to this sort of tower that got built, but you'd have had the Beatles there at one point. You'd have had Moody Blues. You'd have had King Crimson over here, Pink Floyd doing the psychedelic thing over here, maybe some Doors coming in from the US, and I don't know, maybe from a rock point of view, probably sort of Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin and stuff. So there's all these sort of bands doing slightly different things, but feeding into this collective conscience of musicians and bands who are a year or two later going to sort of pick bits and pieces from all these different things that come into it at this stage and do amazing stuff. And you got to love Moody Blues for that they are absolutely doing this thing and doing it incredibly well. It sounds very choreographed, and I think the fact that they have included the producer on here almost as part of the band kind of sort of speaks volumes, doesn't it? That actually the producer is as important as the band members themselves. It's almost like he's the conductor. He's deciding what goes where and how it happens, and is sort of kind of directing the sound of the record. And it feels like that. And as I say, it's not a negative thing. I'm not sort of saying this in a negative way, but I'm just recognising it. On the back cover, it is just a picture of the five of them, the band. So there we go. The Moody Blues, side 1 of On the Threshold of a Dream. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it for what it is, and I'm actually. It's sounding incredible. It really does, considering the age of this. A 54-year-old recording, and I don't mean sort of like the crackles and pops of it. I just mean the way it's been recorded, the expansive sound. You can, I suppose, actually, this guy. Tony Clark knows his way around a studio recording console, and it's in the very early days of stereo, so he's using it very, very well and incorporating not over the top stereo effects. You haven't got sort of things whizzing left and right just because you can, but the placement of stuff and the sound stage that's here, it's very good. It's very, very good indeed. Cool. Right. Let's move on to side 2, shall we? I hope you've all enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. And until then, this is Jim, over and out.